Mnangagwa's son in gold mine grab. President Emmerson Mnangagwa's son, Tararai David Mnangagwa, is being accused of seizing gold mining claims in Gweru after the owners had invited him to invest in the project. The gold mining claims in question are under Block 16 quartz mining claims called Gillican 25, registration number 12641BM, whose owner, according to court papers seen by Newsday, is Chad Cecil Mapandanyama, since 2005. But last month, Mnangagwa filed an application with the court, alleging that he had been duped of $4 million by Mapandanyama after he was booted out a company which he co-founded. Mapandanyama, together with his company, Swift Eagle Investment Business Consultancy, Private, Limited, cited Eliasal Musharingi, Tararai David Mnangagwa, Ruan Meats Enterprises, Private, Limited, Washeri Stone Crushers, Private, Limited, Registrar of Companies, Provincial Mining Director, Mines Minister Winston Kaitando as co-respondents in the matter. Mapandanyama said initially, he was partners with Musharingi, who later roped in Mnangagwa to register a company called Washeri Stone Crushers, Private, Limited, using a forged signature and other documents obtained fraudulently. As a result, Mapandanyama is seeking the High Court to issue an order declaring the registration of Washeri Stone Crushers unlawful. Mapandanyama is also seeking the cancellation of the Memorandum of Agreement entered into between Musharingi and Mnangagwa on November 28, 2017, and consequently, that the first to the fourth defendants, Eliasal Musharingi, Tararai David Mnangagwa, Ruan Meats Enterprises, Washeri Stone Crushers, together with their subtenants, assignees, invitees, members and all other persons claiming occupation through them should within 10 days of service of this court order vacate from the mining claim, Mapandanyama said in his affidavit. According to Mapandanyama, the drama started on January 7, 2016, when he entered into a tribute agreement with Musharingi in terms of which he, Mapandanyama, agreed to grant mining rights to Musharingi to develop, extract, mill and treat ore from the same and dispose of the product for own account. In terms of the agreement, first defendant, Musharingi, undertook to pay 5% of the total gross value of gold and or any other valuable product extracted from the said mining location, he said. On March 18, 2016, Mapandanyama said Musharingi entered into another agreement with Mnangagwa in terms of which he agreed to give up his mining rights, which he was exercising by virtue of the tribute agreement with Mapandanyama, to Swift Eagle. This included installation of a granite crushing plant, payment of council fees, mine inspection fees, transport, food, accommodation, site fencing, costs of assaying and application of certificates. The second plaintiff, Swift Eagle, paid a commitment fee of $10,000 to the first defendant and the agreement will be expiring in March 2036, he said. However, around September 2017, Mapandanyama registered a company with Musharingi to carry out mining activities at his mining claims. They agreed to dissolve their prior tribute agreements and regularize their mining activities through registration of a new company. On October 6, 2017, they registered a company, Ultrec Trading, to be used as a special purpose vehicle to exploit the mining claim. But, on November 21, 2017, Mapandanyama said Musharingi misled him into signing a form to transfer his mining rights at Gillican 25, which he alleged was necessary to effect the name change. They also agreed to allot shares, of which Mapandanyama would get 32.5%, Swift Eagle 32.5% and Musharingi 35%. Besides the sharing of shares, Mapandanyama said they agreed to invite investors who would get 60% shareholding upon paying a commitment fee of $500,000 to the company. In pursuance of the resolution to find investors for the company, the first defendant introduced the second defendant, Mnangagwa, as a consultant who could court investors to exploit the mining claim, whereupon it was agreed that if the second defendant succeeded in courting an investor, he would be allocated 5% of the first defendant's shares in the enterprise ex gratia, Mapandanyama said. He said Musharingi, and acting with deceit and in connivance with Mnangagwa, allegedly forged Mapandanyama's signature on the memorandum and articles of association of the fraudulently procured company, thereby unlawfully making a share allocation to themselves and to Mapandanyama as follows: Chad Cecil Mapandanyama 100 shares, Eliasal Musharingi 300 shares and Tararai D. Mnangagwa 200 shares. The procurement of the registration of the fourth defendant, The appointment of directors therein and share allocations was null and void as there was no sanction for such acts authorized by first and second plaintiffs, he said. In violation of the agreement of November 27, 2017, on November 28, 2017, the first defendant purportedly entered into yet another fraudulent memorandum of agreement with the second defendant in respect of the first plaintiff's mining claims. The matter is pending. Tararai made headlines in May this year when he reportedly fired shots into the air repeatedly, threatening to shoot a ZESA employee deployed to take meter readings at his farm in Norton, Plot 52 Bundu Park Farm, Lydiate, about 40 kilometers west of Harare.